Hello and welcome to another Wynberg Boys High School pod video. My name is Daud Ali and I'll be joined with my esteemed colleague Seth Nick. Today we'll be discussing the first team hockey and rugby captains, their views and opinions on this year's Grey Weekend.
The tradition goes back 21 years, so this year was the 21st encounter between Grey and Wynberg. 1 year it was cancelled because it was rained out, so in fact this year was the 20th year in which they actually played. Right. It goes back to 1997, where Mr. Bruce Probyn, who was the headmaster at the time, and Mr. Simpson, who was the headmaster of Grey, they were very good friends, and they hatched a plot between the two of them to have this exchange. Yeah. And 1997 was the first one, and Wynberg went down to Grey for the first time in 1997. Wynberg goes to Grey 1 year, and then they come here. The original idea was to try and involve the entire school, and I think over the years it's kind of reduced a little bit. But each year now there are well over 500 boys who go either from Grey to PE, from Grey to Wynberg, or from Wynberg to Grey.
And there's a try. Great reward there for a very well structured drive from Wynberg. I'll be pleased with that. Looks like that man Alexander, who's got over for the try.
So I'm here on the Hawthornden field with the first team rugby captain and the first team hockey captain, Liam Amanis on my left, Mika Schubert on my right, and we just want to speak to them about their victory at Grey. So Wynberg has a tour where they go to Grey and they come to us every alternate year, and I wanted to speak to them about their victory because we won this year, and that's quite significant because we don't win often and it's something that hasn't happened in a while, and it was definitely the best experience that I've had when watching the rugby or supporting the rugby or supporting the hockey. So, gents, I just want you to tell me, starting with Liam, I suppose, can you just describe your victory to us? How did it feel? How was the game?
Well, the build up to the game was quite big throughout the year. Throughout the years at Wynberg, I've always looked forward to Grey. It's the biggest weekend that a Wynberg boy can experience. So always going down, nerves, but then once we hit the field, we were quite ready for the game.
It was actually raining on that night, and the support was great, and the game was also excellent. So that was the highlight of that evening. And then obviously the next day was the rugby, which was an entirely different affair by itself.
Due to the pronunciation.
Liam's hands now.
Alexander,
the big
hits.
run. There we go, Wynberg. And Notch running down. That'll be a lovely try there for Wynberg.
Great work there from Shavanga. Reward for the turnover ball. Great, playing a lot of rugby in the hour and a half in those couple of minutes. Surprised they haven't used the wind.
So Mika, can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, look, not a lot of Wynberg boys get to experience an away win at Grey, and I think the fact that we came out and the rugby boys did their job following a win by the hockey and doing the double over Grey, that's something that, like I said, not many boys get to experience, and it's amazing that in 2018, following a difficult 2017 season, we came out and we did the job on the field.
Okay, so that was certainly, for me, I'm not sure if it was for you, but it was certainly the highlight of my support, especially at Wynberg. It was the best event I've ever attended. It was phenomenal, actually.
Devin Patouris with a kick here. The kick is over. Wynberg taking the lead for the first time this game now, 15-14.
I'd just like to say thank you to all the boys who came out this term. It was really great support. I know it's cold on a Friday night, but we really appreciate every single cheer that you guys have given us, and we appreciate the backing.
Okay.
Well, you know, performance and support go hand in hand.
Devin Patouris very excited about that. Oh, lovely start there.
I remember against Rondebosch, our first game of the season in the league. we had just scored a try, and the boys, I remember them singing Masambe Nono, and it was just amazing to stand on that field and just experience that. So I say thank you to all the Wynberg men, to all the Wynberg brothers that come out every Saturday and support everyone, because it really does make a difference.
Get a little offload there. And that looks like number 11 scoring for Wynberg. Matabile Low.
What are your thoughts next year for Wynberg? Do you think we'll be able to keep our record?
Okay, so I must say that over the years, a win against Grey, particularly in the rugby, has not been that common. I speak under correction, but I think this was the 4th time that Wynberg beat Grey at rugby. I know they've won a few more in the hockey, but also not that often, particularly at PE. We haven't been very successful there. So obviously it was a great occasion for Wynberg to win both the rugby and the hockey at first team level at PE. If we're looking at our teams that are coming through, I think we've got good strength in our hockey and our rugby. So we stand a very good chance of winning both of them again next year. But these games, these sort of rivalries, you know, it's all what happens on the day between the 4 lines. And very often it relies on the bounce of the ball, or you know, a lucky deflection in hockey or something like that. It'll be tight. Both games will be very, very tight. But we've got a good chance of winning them both again next year.
Yeah, if we can do it away, we can do it at home as well. Please like and subscribe down below, and also leave a comment if you have anything to say. And this has been Pod Radio.
We'll make sure that ball going out. Wynberg's the winners in an epic game today. The Wynberg players running on the field. That has been a long time coming.
But thanks very much, one and all, for joining us today. It's been a splendid day of schoolboy rugby and a splendid first team match. There has to be one winner, and it's Wynberg claiming their 2nd ever victory on the field away from home against Grey High School.